telling you lies. Right campaign for the false facts. We ain't gonna take any more of your crap. I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm yours. Police suppression on the street. Who's watching who? You're full of deceit. Got no respect. You've lost your pride. 'Cause we see through you to the other side. I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm yours. Now that's a sin. Join the public with perverted minds. Don't mess with us, 'cause we ain't your kind. I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm yours.
Hello Moonstompers, a very warm welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing fine this week. I'm Mrs Moonstomper.
And I'm Mr Moonstomper. Guys, a massive oi oi to you.
Oi oi.
And thank you for stopping by. We really do appreciate it. If it's your first time watching Moonstomper Originals, welcome aboard.
Yes, welcome.
We certainly appreciate it. And if you haven't hit subscribe, don't forget to hit subscribe. It doesn't cost a penny, does it?
Get it? No, not a penny.
No? Unless you
Not
want
a
to pay
red
us
cent.
millions of pounds, but obviously you don't. But it's free of charge
Yes.
anyway. And
Oh,
to
yes.
all the OGs, thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate it.
Good to
Guys,
you.
we couldn't do this without any of you, so
I know,
thank you so much
wow.
indeed. We certainly appreciate it. Do we not, Mrs
Oh,
Moonstomper?
proper appreciate. To the highest hilt.
Indeed we do.
Oh,
So, Mrs
man.
Moonstomper,
Yes, Mr Moonstomper. Yes.
what's been on your rotation this week?
I'm still on the 60s edit, listening to the likes of Hollies, Herman's Hermit, Stones, bit of Beatles, there, Animals, and I've been on the reggae edit as well, listening to Dave Barker, Ansel Collins,
There you go.
yes, and a few little bits here and there and here and there.
Cool.
I
Brilliant.
nearly couldn't speak then.
No, there you go.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
there's so much I want to say, but
Excellent.
take up so much time. What about you, Mr Moonstomper?
I've had a bit of a 60s edit this week as well, funnily enough.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, a bit of. I've had a bit of the Spencer Davis group, Small Faces.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Hollies as well.
Oh, groovy
Actually,
man,
yeah,
so cool.
and other great bands as well. Then I've had a bit of 80s electro pop for some bizarre reason. Then a bit of sort of 70s 80s post punk type stuff.
Okay.
As well, and then a bit of like the undertones and stuff like the Police, that sort of thing. So it's been quite a mellow week actually.
Get in, man.
Yeah, I've really
And why
enjoyed my
not?
music. Certainly have.
Brilliant.
So
super.
yeah, absolutely, guys.
Yay.
What about you guys at home? What have you been listening to in the comments below?
Let us know.
And don't forget, if you haven't already, what is your guilty pleasure in music alone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
So there you go.
Yes.
So, Mrs Moonstomper. So I did that really gently then, just like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So this week's episode,
Oh yes, this week's episode.
Condemned 84.
Condemned 84, yes.
Now, a quick disclaimer before we dive into this, and that is, I know very little about this band.
Oh yeah, same here.
Very, very little. And this band are almost secret. So
Oh, nice.
there is very little information out there about this band.
Yes.
Very little accurate information,
Oh, I
dare I
see.
say. There's plenty of misinformation or disinformation,
Gosh.
but it's one of those. And
Yes.
what I'll also say is, some people looking at this band, right? Because I know little about them, and it's not that I wasn't around then. I was, but I was just listening to other things.
Of course.
And this, in my opinion, this band started rather late.
Yes.
In fact, quite late. So by which time the ship had already sailed, in my opinion.
That's it.
I think they're a good band, but there's going to be some people out there who go, whoa, they're controversial. they're RAC, and if you go into Reddit, incidentally, you'll see it's all on there. Reddit's actually red hot for that sort of thing.
Wow.
And there you have it.
That's it.
But I don't know that for a fact.
It's just someone's opinion.
It's, again, their opinions. Whether that's correct, whether it's not correct, that's for you guys to decide
That's
at home.
it.
And it's for you guys to put it in the comments if you really wish to do that.
Don't
But
put ideas in people's heads.
no, and what I'll say is, again, it's an opinion.
Of course.
So there you go. So, Mrs Moonstomper,
Yes, yes.
you probably know about as much of this band as I do. So, who are this band?
They're an oi band.
Certainly are.
English oi band stemming from Bury St Edmunds.
In lovely Suffolk,
Lovely Suffolk.
which is sort of like East Anglia, bottom of East Anglia. if
Yes.
that makes sense. Started by, was it the drummer? Was it Chris
Chris
Warmby?
Warmby, yes.
Now, Chris Warmby was originally with a band called the Straps.
Yes.
Ooh, not half misses. And was he a roadie as well for the Angelic Upstarts?
Yes.
Okay, fair dues.
He was there, yes.
But this band wasn't always Condemned 84, was it?
No, it
So it's
wasn't.
Criminal Tendencies. was it?
Criminal tendencies, yes.
So starting about 1980, something like 81.
81 was early years.
Okay, fair
81.
enough.
But they didn't last very long.
Well, I think it was a band by name only.
Okay.
That's what I think. But then they renamed themselves to Condemned, and then
Condemned, yes.
Condemned 84 in 1984. Now, a lot of people get these confused with Combat 84. There's massive confusion with that, and it's quite easy because it's just that C84, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The con 84,
Yeah.
combat, yeah, or whatever.
Condensed milk, something like that. So, yeah, alright, sorry, that was a bit childish, wasn't it? Right, so, there's a bit of a change of sort of people, because people quit and then people started, and then I think it was, so 82 there was a change of sort of staff then, but I think that was the sort of staff, band members, because they're travelling to practice in either Bury St Edmunds or Ipswich.
That's it,
So
yes.
I think it was round about 83 where they actually first started to get some gigs booked.
Right.
So when I say band by name, they'd only got like, I don't know if they'd sort of done one or whatever.
Okay. It all
yeah.
depends, doesn't it?
But I think the first real gig was in Bury St Edmunds, which is obviously the hometown.
Yes.
I think. And that was in 83.
1983, yes.
Right. Which was also the last gig as well. So it was the first gig and last gig. That's a bit of a short career, isn't it? As Criminal Tendencies.
Oh, see.
But
Yes.
there was difficulties between the band members, so that means they're arguing basically, and
A bit of a racking between them.
yeah, and the band was dissolved.
Oh.
Which
Yes.
is then the following year. I think it was Cliff Glenn Chris reformed the band under the new name Condemned. Then
Condemned.
Condemned 84.
In 84.
In 84,
Yes.
for God almighty, so confused be you will. So, what's your opinions of this band, Mrs Moonstomper? Do you think it's just do you think it's average, or
I think so.
I think they've done some.
They've got a good feel to the sound.
They've done some okay stuff, but what I'll say is the recording of this band, because a little bit later, was, I think, it's a bit more superior than some of the oi bands. But technology had moved on.
Yes.
Since.
Yes.
Right. So controversy. Dare I say?
Are they?
And
Aren't they?
well, not to air anybody's dirty washing, but in 1986,
Yes.
one of their concerts turned into a riot.
Oh gosh, that's another one.
Yeah, no, I think it was an Oi. I think it was like an Oi concert where I think they were playing with The Business and Vicious Rumours.
Vicious Rumours,
and then
yes.
obviously loads of Skins went there, and then following like sort of like the aftermath of the concert, like the sort of security staff, caterers, etc.,
Yes.
got attacked.
What did they do to deserve that?
But then again, and this is where it's unfair, because that gig was not organised by Condemned 84,
gosh.
and that's the unfair thing. But people will label those bands forevermore because of a few fucking boneheads, pardon the French. So I think that's really, really unfair.
It is unfair. It's labelled.
But with that,
same
then
brush.
comes the isms. All this band is right. As far as I'm aware, right, they claimed never to be part of any sort of political sort of either which way,
Okay.
neither left or right.
All right, just on the fence sort of thing.
Yeah, but a lot of people will say this band's like fence sitters. The same as somebody called us fence sitters. Well, do you know what? Newsflash. I'm not airing my political views just to be flamed, and you know that band's probably done the same as well. So they played with sharp bands and they played with nationalist bands alike.
Okay, yes, indeed.
And yeah, it's open for debate, but I would say the only people that know are the band,
Of course.
unless you've got like some sort of inside information, which there's going to be someone who knows.
That's it. Put it down in the comments if you do.
Well, yeah, if you know for a fact, not that if you just guess it,
That's
because
it,
a lot of
and
people
get
just
it all
guess it.
wrong.
Don't. Yeah, they do. Yeah. But
yeah.
I mean, like I say, I don't know the band.
No.
Never met them. I've never even seen them live.
No.
But I just know of them, and they've done a few. I think they've done a few decent tracks. So their first, looking at the first LP, Mrs Moonstomper, which was, I think it was Battle Scarred,
Yes.
and it was released on
Oi Records.
Oi Records. Now, right, apparently, as rumour would have it, the label was created by former racist and now anti-fascist Roddy
Moreno.
Moreno, yeah.
Yes.
Apparently, but that LP did really, really well.
That's it. And sold out as ASAP, didn't it?
Well, allegedly so.
Proper, yes.
Allegedly so. No, I didn't buy any of those first time round. It's like sort of get them on CD or download. No, exactly. It's like I say, it's horses for courses.
Of course, yes.
But so Battle Scarred. Then I think it was, now the one that got my attention was Face the Aggression, which is
on the Grade 1 label.
That was on the Grade 1 Records, but that was the one with the pictures of the Skins like kicking the shit out of someone.
Oh gosh.
And that actually got banned.
Oh dear.
It's banned off Discogs. It's banned off quite a few things actually.
Yes.
And I think there was, the other one was Storming to Power.
Okay.
And that was on Rockorama Records, and that's where a lot of people get the
that's
they're
right.
extreme right wing straight away. Now you can say what you want about Rockorama. Now the origins of Rockorama, in fact, there's a book written about Rockorama Records.
Okay.
And I think what people should do is read that. It's a 700-page book. Go and read that book. That book will give you all the information you need about Rockorama. But that label actually started out with left-wing punk bands, so it's a German label.
Yes.
And then it later featured right-wing nationalist bands.
Yes.
And eventually it was shut down through its activities,
Flipping
through its association. Association of those bands. Which, I mean, okay, fair enough. I get they're trying to make a few quid. They just did what they did, but you know, obviously, some people will say otherwise.
Get dragged down with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's opinions.
Yeah, so going back to '86, they did the Oi Ain't Dead EP
Yes.
on RFB Records.
Oh yes.
So they've sort of gone through record labels like God knows.
Business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And then, oh God, I think they only did two things with Oi Records. I think.
Okay.
And then they did. Oh, they've done. What was it?
In Search of a New Breed.
Yes, that was an EP.
Okay.
And then was it not Euro 96?
Euro 96.
Okay.
Sounds very football-y.
Yeah, it is. Yes. So it has got a vibe,
yes.
but for obvious reasons. And then they've done like the Real Eye as well. And then when they stick the knife in, and One in a Million Voices, etc.
Are those Boot Boys as well, weren't they? And Boot Boys in Your Face.
Yeah. So, as far as I'm aware, the band are still going. And they're still touring, but not so much in England, as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But they're not sort of like really active in terms of, they're not sort of, we'll do a tour every year and an LP every year. I think it's just the odd one.
Yeah.
Shall we? Right, short and sweet as ever. Should we take a break?
Indeed.
And have a watch of this, and we'll be back in a moment.
Someone told me the other week that I was dead. They went to the story and I wasn't fucking dead. And I ain't dead as a preacher, you told it. Bollocks! That's what I said. Right, give him a kick and later, alright?
Standing next to you.
It's always gone, but we never ever went away. It takes more than the media line, 'cause I'm gonna find another.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, certainly hope you did. Right. Controversial? Yeah, no.
Oh, wonder what that. Oh, Splinter. Sitting on that fence.
There you go, pair of us. Yeah, controversial. No, that's up for you to decide.
Yes.
So I read somewhere I think it was United Skins, I think I read it on 2013. I think they were set to play. I think they were set to headline a gig in Toronto.
Yes.
If I remember rightly, supported by legitimate violence, I'll call it, like say it in French though. And it caused controversy as legitimate violence, right, where they were seen as a nationalist RAC band affiliated to the, I think it was a group called the Quebec Stompers and the Coupe de Masse.
Okay.
If I remember right, Quebec Stompers from Quebec and the Coupe de Masse, correct me if I'm wrong, are they from Montreal?
In Canada. Yes.
Possibly.
Yes.
Possibly. Now,
Quebec.
Yeah, going back to Rockorama Records, that's the record label that lots of RAC bands record.
Of course.
Label. They didn't record on it, but it was just labelled by.
That's it.
Yeah, distributed.
Of course. Yes.
Which, yeah, I mean, you know, they did one LP on there, but they also did that. That logo as well, the RAC logo, the Rock Against Communism logo, which is the sort of crossed out sort of sickle, hammer and sickle or whatever it is, if I remember rightly. And that's what led people to go, they're an RAC band, they're extreme right wing. But yeah, I mean, if that's what you are, that's what you
your
are.
bag, then
deal with it.
Who's to tell you otherwise?
Yeah. If that's the case, then, you know, more fool them for pinning the colours to the mast. Because in my humble opinion, I just think that it halves your audience.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Your man, gosh, didn't Chris die in 2021?
Yeah, he did. He died.
He sadly left this earth, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I mean, but before he did that, he did. I mean, you know, I mean, wow, yeah. But he was, you know, apparently he was another one who was seen at sort of extreme right-wing conventions. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I wasn't there, and it's not for me to. It's not for me to judge.
No.
Because that's wrong. Yes, sitting on the fence, but again, the one thing I'll say about this channel is for everyone, and it doesn't matter where you're from in the world or out of this world. It's for absolutely everyone.
Yes.
We don't sit there, we don't discriminate, we
don't judge or criticise.
No, exactly.
It's not our place to do so.
And ditto with music as well. And you know, I think I'll call them artists. As an artist, you deserve I don't know if you deserve a platform, and you know, I'm not going to sit there and make sort of lame excuses and give people a platform for the shit they spout, because some, you know, let's face it, some people do.
Yes, they do.
But
certainly,
just looking at the music and the music
that's
alone,
what it should be, really.
Yeah, and I think the first the first Condemned 84 song that really sort of captured my imagination, which I know it sounds really sort of like boneheady, was when the Boots go marching in, and I was just like, wow, I just love that. It's
so oi, isn't it?
It is what it is, yeah.
Bit boy, bother boy-esque.
Yeah, it is, and it's just that, but it's, again, it's skins in it.
Yes, it is, yes.
Through and through.
Oh, yes.
Whether that's right or whether that's wrong, and like I say, some of you guys at home sitting there, you might be a sharp, you might be the other way inclined. That's fine.
Is it RAR or RAC?
RAC, yeah. One or the other. Rock against communism, rock against racism.
All that sharp what you've just mentioned.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, I know where I sit, but that's not for me to
tell you where to sit.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't need a badge.
No, you don't.
You know, incidentally, I don't need a badge to justify myself. You know, to justify my
your beliefs and your feelings.
Yeah, don't need that. Some of you do. And again, if you got that, fair play to you.
Yeah.
It's not for me to knock that at all. You know, it's just, you know, again, it's an individual choice, and everyone should be able to have that choice. So, opinions in the comments if you dare, right? And I know this will get like the foreskins. You know, a lot of people said a lot of things about the foreskins. A lot of people said stuff about Combat 84 as well. A lot of people said a lot of stuff about Screwdriver. A hell of a lot of stuff.
Oh gosh.
So
that's so much to say.
But there's a lot of you who watch this who want us to do more RAC stuff. But we have to tread really, really carefully.
Oh gosh. Definitely.
But do you know what? It's on Spotify. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube.
It's on there.
Yeah, but again.
But like you said, we've got to be careful.
Again, but then I saw some pilot going. You know, I mean, why waste your frigging and the bit that I don't understand is why waste your frigging time by going. There are 37 bands on Spotify that are extreme nationalist or right wing. Fuck off, mate. You know, honestly, fuck off. Go and do something useful. Dear. Seriously, go and do something useful.
Some people got
because
nothing better
if you don't like it, don't listen to it.
That's it.
If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Switch your device off or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Don't give those guys. You know, if you don't like it, don't give those guys an audience.
True.
It's as simple as that. You've got the choice to not listen. You've got the adult choice to walk away. And you've got the most adult choice you can make is just like, don't say anything.
That's it, just be the better person.
Yeah, if you got, what is it, if you got nothing good to say, don't say anything.
Don't say nothing.
Exactly. Whether that's right or not. But then again, you've got an opinion.
That's it, so we can't tell you what to say.
No, exactly. But that's just my opinion. Perhaps I shouldn't have said my opinion. There you go. Walk straight into my own shit there. I'm not Mrs Moonstomper.
And me as well, going giving it all that.
Yeah, so do apologise.
Oh dear me.
Yeah. So, like I say, I don't know much about this band, but
just, like I can always say, we give as good as we possibly could.
Yeah, exactly. In the comments, guys. In the comments, if you know anything about them, if you watched them, if you've seen them, if you followed them, if you're still following them. Yeah.
That's it, let us know please.
Yeah, let us know. Yes, share your stories. I love nothing better than in the comments where we get like 5 paragraphs of somebody who did something, saw something, was actually there and
been there, done that.
Yeah, and they exploited that exploited video, the opinions on Watty.
Oh yeah.
One of the most outspoken people, but you know, I'm not going to knock the bloke for that.
No.
You know, if he wants to say that, let him say it. It's his mouth. But the outpouring of love for Watty was absolutely amazing.
It was.
But he could still start a fight in an empty room. But I love the bloke for it. I think the bloke's amazing.
Big up to Watty.
Yeah. But so opinions in the comments below, guys. So Mrs Moonstomper.
Yes.
Mrs Moonstomper.
Yes.
What's coming up next week? You don't know, do you?
But I do.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
What is it?
Is it the ADICTS?
The Addicts, maybe.
And that's not a spelling mistake either, because that's how they spell their title.
Yeah. How very Clockwork Orange, how very droogish.
That's it.
Yeah. So we're going to feature the Addicts because that band's just been going forever.
Forever and forever.
Yeah, from the same neck of woods as Condemned 84, funnily enough.
Right.
Or from East Anglia, if I remember rightly.
Wonder if they know each other, wonder if they're neighbours.
Who knows?
And do each other favours, like
Yeah.
a cup of sugar here and there, and dog sitting maybe.
Maybe not. I don't think it was like that at all. Yeah, skins and punks getting on. Maybe, maybe not. You know, but there you go.
Oh,
You know, each to their own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got the Addicts coming up next
Let's
week.
see.
Yeah. I can't make the Isle of Man TT and I can't make the Skinhead reunion.
Oh no.
Yeah, work.
It's a
I
know.
Unfortunately. So, but if you go into anything like that, guys, enjoy yourself and stay
That's
safe.
it. Have a lovely time
Absolutely.
and stay safe.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
So, anything else, Mrs
Anything else?
Moonstomper?
Just keep your dopamine levels up.
Oh, there you go, dopamines.
the
we, haven't
dopamines again.
we haven't mentioned that for
I
quite
know,
a few
it's been a
episodes.
while.
Yeah.
But the lashings fall. Lashings
Oh,
and
lashings and lashings.
Lashings of dopamines in your body and soul. Yeah.
There you go. Mrs Moonstomper told you. So,
You as well? Anything else?
anything to bring up? Apart from my breakfast, nothing. But there you go. So,
Mr Moonstomper, how
Yeah.
very dare.
well, I didn't do it on camera, that's for sure. So, yeah, I've got nothing else, guys.
No.
So, short and sweet. Do apologise for that. We'll have a few more juicy ones coming up. The Addicts should be quite good. And then I think we've got Haymaker and stuff like that after that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And others such like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, guys, I've been Mr Moonstomper. As ever, I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Couldn't do without you. Much peace and much love.
Mrs Moonstomper says, love you all, bless yous, and goodbye.
Peace out.
Bye.